This is the land that was once a barren, dangerous battleground. We started with 18 acres. It was cleared of nearly 1,200 explosive munitions. And I wanted to share with you a really beautiful story of the first tree that was planted here in November of 1996. As I left to come to Quang Tri, my mother came to my home to say goodbye to me and brought me my brother's medals from Vietnam and asked me if I would plant them under the first tree. It's a very special place to just imagine what this once was and what it is now.
This is the Dana Perry Landmine Education Center, which is located on the Forest Preserve, the Peace Trees Forest Preserve, on the grounds of a Marine base that was based here in Dong Ha. We first cleared the land of explosives, and now we're planting trees. And the groups of Americans who come over to visit in Quang Tri all plant trees here. We've planted several thousand trees. A lot of the people in this province are still extremely poor because the war has contaminated about 83% of the land in the province with explosives. So they can't farm adequately, and that's the way people earn their livings here.
Two artillery shells, about half a dozen mortars, 3 M79s here at the front end. Take a 20 millimeter shell.
Installing these people's yard here. Kids have been playing out here, they've been gardening, they're living here right on top of this. This is unreal.
Yeah.
Their home is probably sitting on top of this.
Yeah, there's more of it underneath their home. Oh, real easily. You're not allowed to move those. Those are anti-personnel cluster mines. We aren't allowed to move these, any cluster bombs when we find them, because we don't know how many times they've spun. Once they leave the bomb in the air, they have little vanes on the side of them that cause them to start spinning in the air. Typically, if they haven't spun, it won't go off. And if a kid picks them up and throws it in the air and it spins, that's what it needed to arm itself. When he catches it, it goes off. So kicking them, moving them, any type of movement will cause them to explode.
And they're just sitting there.
There's people back there.
We have never had an accident, and that's because they are highly, highly trained technicians. They know what they're doing. They do it very well. They have a lot of pride.
They can't hurt you now. They won't hurt you.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, tiếp ạ.
They're the best professionals in the field. Come on.
It felt like we were actually completing the cycle and actually helping the Vietnamese.
So you will know that this tree has beneath it my brother's Distinguished Flying Cross, his Purple Heart, his Air Medal, which we presented to the Vietnamese leaders and respectfully planted together under this tree.
It truly is nice to see that we can work with the Vietnamese people to build a better future.